Stonehill Ultimate is a club sport. Contrary to popular belief, it's not an intramural. It's actually a club sport, which means we get funded by SGA with I don't know how many dollars in our budget every year. We have about 30 guys that are signed up to play. About 20 of them show up consistently. The rest are sporadic based on their other stuff in their schedules, because it's a different priority in people's lives based on whatever else they have going on. In addition, we have about 14 or 15 girls that signed up this year to be on our women's team. That's the first year we have this women's team, which is a great addition. In terms of competitiveness, Stonehill used to be the laughing stock of this region. We used to pretty much get shut out in most games. We would score a few points here or there, but for the most part, we had nothing going for us. But as we've gotten more accustomed to the game over the years, gotten more years of experience under our belt, we've become one of the best teams in the region, and I'd say we're as competitive as they come. We're supposed to finish high in our region again this year, and people care about this. It may be a dumb sport to a lot of people, it may not even be a sport to some people, but it matters to a lot of us here.
All right, so last year, for the first time ever, we actually traveled to tournaments outside of the New England region. For spring break, we went to Georgia for a tournament called High Tide. We placed much better than we thought. We were seeded last. We actually came in the top half, and it was a great time. Our women got to play with another women's team. They had a good time. Then we went to our sectionals around here, and we just missed qualifying for regionals, which is something Stonehill's never done, and is actually very hard to do because Ultimate doesn't work like a lot of other sports. We have to play against big schools. There's no division, so we have to play against BC, BU, Harvard, all those schools who just have bigger population, more people to choose from. But we just missed qualifying for regionals, but we made it to Division II Nationals, which was in Ada, Ohio, at Ohio Northern University. Again, we were seeded last, and we ended up coming in 13th out of, I believe, 27 teams, 24 or 27 teams. So hopefully this year we can do that again and get that spot to regionals, which we just missed.
Having a girls team is a great addition to the Stonehill Ultimate team. In years past we'd have a few girls here and there, but it'd be tough to find them consistent playing time in games that were highly competitive, and they'd have to just sit and watch and just cheer from the sideline. But this year, with the addition of dozens of freshmen that just were interested at the start, and then a few people that have stuck around consistently, we've been able to find a lot of tournaments for these girls and get them some playing time. Now they have their own section of practice where they can work on different things, and the guys are working on. They go to their own tournaments. They have their own funding and everything. So they do a great job. They look like they're going to be great.
Well, Ultimate is a game with 7 players on a team. It's not a timed game like most other games. It's a game to 15 points, where usually a halftime is taken at 8. And the game is continuous. It's self-officiated. It's on a field that's 120 yards by 40 yards long. Unlike most other sports, there are no officials or referees, so there's something called spirit of the game that helps players know how to call the game as it's going on.
All right, the 2 basic throws in Ultimate Frisbee are the backhand and the forehand. We're going to talk about the forehand right now. The forehand, you take the disc, hold it like this, extend your arm forward, and snap your wrist inward. It should create a spin on the disc that allows it to travel through the air. Right, to throw a backhand, basically extend your arm, if you're right-handed, to the left side of your body, push it forward, and snap your wrist at the end.